Today we're about to run in my local Goodwill. My house is still being worked on, so I just want to go in here and browse around and see if they have anything that I can't live without. Let's go. Okay, on this Goodwill thrifting trip, we're going to start over here in the linen section. And right away, I spotted this beautiful, like cream colored Afghan. Y'all know that we think about everything in the buggy. And we're going to go over here and kind of spread this out on this open rack and see if we see any stains, any rips or tears or anything like that. I tell y'all all the time, check your linens over very carefully before you purchase them from the thrift store. As a lot of you know, we are in the middle of a home renovation, and I am wanting to convert my electric stovetop to gas. So this definitely piqued my attention. I couldn't believe that this was here at the thrift store, but you just never know what you're going to find when you're out thrifting. So it caught my attention because we are in the middle of a remodel. So I just wanted to see how much it was and what kind of shape it was in and all of that good stuff. Our youngest daughter, Elizabeth, is in college for graphic design, and she just had to purchase something very similar to this to hold all of her art supplies because she takes a lot of art classes. Who knew that the Goodwill would have exactly what she needed? I'm telling you, I think she just purchased something almost just like this at Hobby Lobby the other day. I'm not sure which was cheaper, though, Hobby Lobby or Goodwill. And then look at this beautiful water basin. I really don't have anywhere to put this that I can think of right now. It was a little over $13, but how gorgeous was this? I tried to Google lens this just to see if it was some kind of vintage piece, but I could not find anything exactly like that with the brown, but wasn't that gorgeous? And then I came across this little blue pumpkin candle, which I thought was very pretty. And then I opened it up and saw that the candle was almost burnt up out of it, and Goodwill was still asking $5.79. Come on, Goodwill. I will say that there for a while, our thrift store was very bare. Like it just didn't seem to have a lot of good stuff. But here lately, our Goodwills and all of our thrift stores seem to be getting a lot more on their shelves. And I am super excited about that. With all of the holidays coming up, I'm super excited to start thrifting some Christmas decor and all the things like that. This planter right here, y'all, it was so heavy and so well made. I think that this would be gorgeous on somebody's little patio, their deck, a balcony, just anything like that. You could put a little mum in that, like one of those burgundy mums, and that would have been so gorgeous. So I am looking around down here just to see what else they have. And then I saw this beautiful mantle clock down here. It said, "Take time to pray." And I do not know about y'all, but we definitely need to take time to pray. We have had some of the most horrific and horrible news going on over the past week, and my heart is just aching and broken for all of those families involved in each tragedy that has taken place here recently. Now, I thought that this might have been a really fun piece to have for something outside. I know that there are things that you can buy. They're like a brick of like bird food. I call it a brick, but they're just like a square and it has bird food and stuff kind of stuck to it. I wonder if putting something like that in that little heart and hanging it up outside would keep the squirrels out of my bird feed. Let me know if y'all have ever used anything kind of like that inside of a cage to keep the squirrels out. And then this black piece here that I'm looking at, I thought would be beautiful in someone's garden. It was $8.79. But yeah, I thought that this would be very pretty hung up in someone's big flower garden or something like that with some beautiful flowers in it. So yeah, I wanted to show y'all those. I did not purchase that black wrought iron thing, but I thought it was gorgeous. And now I'm going to move over to some of these frames that I spotted. Okay, so what I am doing right here is I'm going to take just a minute and lay out all of these frames that I just found, because I can't believe that I just found a set of 8 frames that I do believe are all the same shape and size and color, but I'm wanting to lay them out just to make sure. Some of them do have mirrors in them, and I'm not really sure why, but these frames are all the same, like shape and size and color and all the things. And so I just wanted to take a minute to make sure that that's what I wanted by just laying them out and looking at them kind of from far away. So I have a red bundt pan that looks very similar to this, except mine is a lot older and more chippy. These are so cute to use at Christmas time to put a Christmas tree inside the little hole, like flip it upside down, and it makes the perfect tree skirt, y'all. That is so cute to do in your kitchen. So definitely keep that in mind when you are out thrifting, especially with the holidays coming up. Bundt pans make perfect little small tree skirts on your Christmas trees. And for $2.69 a piece, I thought that these little storage bins were a very good deal. I want to say these are around $10, $15 if you get them at the department store somewhere. So yeah, definitely check your thrift stores for all of your storage needs, because I cannot tell you how many different things I have bought at the thrift stores that I use for storage. And then I had to take a little glance at all of these records, because my Elizabeth absolutely loves records. She has a record player and she absolutely loves looking through those. So I just wanted to see if there was anything that caught my eye real quick. Oh my goodness, y'all. I hit the jackpot in Goodwill. I have been looking for these certain things for a long time. I'm at Chick-fil-A right now. I'm about to get us some lunch, and then I'll go home and share with y'all everything that I got. I am so excited about all of my finds. They are beautiful. I am so happy and excited with my finds today. I had just came from one of the elementary schools seeing one of the kids, and before I went to get lunch, I wanted to just pop in this Goodwill. I told myself, let's just pop in this Goodwill during lunch. Nobody will be here. It'll be dead in there. No, y'all. Everybody loves the Goodwill. So I was surprised that I was able to find the items that I did. And let me just show you the first thing that I picked up. Y'all probably saw me get this, and I just could not leave this, especially with the season being fall. And yes, obviously I am doing my haul in my kitchen, but I am still under construction here in my house. You can see things are still covered. There's still paint out. They are still working, but we are getting like so close. Maybe even by the time you see this video, they'll be done, and I'll be working on making more videos of putting everything back. Let's pray. But yeah, the first thing that I went around to the linens first on this day because it was so busy, and like all of the hard good aisles were packed. So I said, let me just walk over here to the linen section and see what they have. And there was also a guy walking down with a cart that they had just brought out from the back, and he was like putting things on shelves. And so I was kind of following him around too, because the next item that I'm going to show y'all was on that cart as well. and I really wanted to look at it, and I did end up purchasing it. So anyway, the first thing that I did purchase was this beautiful, look at the color of this, y'all, this beautiful Afghan. It is gorgeous. The colors on this are perfect, and they almost remind me of the colors that my walls are being painted. And I'm super excited. The detail on this is so beautiful. Y'all saw me hang this up. They had a whole row of like clothing that was off the rack. So instead of laying this on the floor like I usually do, I just hung this up on the rack to make sure it didn't have any like holes or really bad stains, anything like that. And it is gorgeous. It is as tall as me. So if y'all can see me, the fringy things are touching the ground. And then here I am. So it's probably, you know, over 5 foot long. And it's got these little fringe things here just on one end right there. But yeah, it's so pretty. And like I said, I love the colors, and with it being, you know, all of those cozy seasons. I got food on the brain again because I left y'all off at lunchtime, but it is now 6 o'clock in the evening when I'm making this haul video, and I'm hungry again. But anyway, yeah, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this, and I cannot wait until I get my house back in order and I could throw this over one of my chairs. It's so pretty. It had absolutely nothing wrong with it. I was trying to find the price tag for y'all. So it was $5.99. As you can see there, and I think that this was just a great find. I'm gonna go ahead and get this washed. I'm gonna put this over here, and then after I get done filming this, I'll go ahead and get that washed up so that when my house is finished, it'll be ready to go. Now, the next thing that I'm gonna show y'all is, I can't stop looking at my house. It's getting complete day by day, and I'm just sitting here looking at the walls and the framed out windows and the trim. It's just all looking so pretty. I am in love. And my contractor and his wife have been the sweetest blessing. And oh, I just can't wait to share the finished look with y'all. It's not finished yet, but I can see the finish line. Anyway, back to the thrift haul. So this is what I was kind of not chasing. I gotta quit saying stuff like that, y'all, because on the internet, people sometimes take things literal, and I'm just picking. Let me just show you what I got. So this was on the bottom of that cart, and I politely asked him if did he mind if I looked at that pumpkin on the bottom of that cart? And he said, absolutely. So I picked it up, and it was this, y'all. Huge. This pumpkin is so big. It is so heavy. I don't know exactly what this is, if this is just like resin or what this is. Now, on this side, it has this, which that is the initial for my oldest daughter's last name, but not ours. But she already has a pumpkin like this, she said. So I thought, well, I'm gonna keep this, and this will be perfect for me to put on my front porch. Or I could put it in here anywhere, like on the fireplace or anything like that, and just turn it like this. You will never see, you see, even me turning it like that, you never see. So if I position it just in the right way, you're only gonna see this side. Now, if I put this outside, I'm gonna just leave it like this. But if I do end up putting it inside somewhere, I'm probably gonna antique wax it a little more. I say a little more because it kind of looks like it has that on there already. But if I do decide to keep this inside, I want to put a lot of like antique wax on it and really kind of age it up a little bit. Make it look more of like a vintage pumpkin, because y'all, this thing was only $3.69. I hope that y'all can see that. I hope it's focusing. Let me look. Yeah. Can y'all even believe the price of this pumpkin? I'm going to try to pull up a comp. I think at Hobby Lobby, these are about $30. They may be even more now, but this is a heavy, heavy pumpkin. Let me put it upside my head. See, look how big it is. So this may be a porch pumpkin, but if I change my mind, I will let y'all know where this ends up. If it does end up on my porch or in my house, I'll show y'all where it goes. Y'all, I got a lot going on in my little brain up here right now. and I almost just can't think straight. So I've been to 4 different lunches this week with the kids because it's grandparents week. I am in the middle of a house remodel. Let's see what else is going on. I don't think I've washed clothes in 5 days. I have dishes in my sink. I haven't cooked in my own home in almost a month. No, I did cook spaghetti one day just because usually everything's covered with plastic. So I made my first Walmart order in 3.5 weeks earlier today as well. So I'm excited to just get a Walmart order in because they have uncovered some of the plastic in my kitchen. I can actually get some groceries and put them up. Anyway, moving along, I keep getting very distracted. So this little piece here, I have something very similar to this, and I'll show y'all, I'll shoot a little clip of it. It's in my master bedroom. And so I thought that this might be perfect to either find a spot for it in my master bathroom that I just redid, or I may put it on the peg rack that's in my bedroom just because it does kind of match the wreath that I have going on in there. And I love how like primitive and just old it looks. And it is just this little heart. I guess this is a wreath. I'm not really sure. But the one I have over my bed is just like this. It's like really spiky out like this. And it's just a circle though. And it's bigger. But this one it's really small. So that's why I think it will work cute on like a peg rack or something. And it was only, this little thing was only $1.69. And I thought it was just the cutest. And I do not mind the heart. What I do not like is the heart cut out in wood. That's just my personal opinion. My daughter Kelsey loves that. So does my daughter Kara. Just not my favorite. But I do not mind heart things. You know, like this. I do know that those things can be in like very primitive style decor homes and stuff. I thought that this was a sweet little piece. So yeah, we're going to try to find a little spot for this guy and see what we can do with that for that small of a price. And since our guest bathroom also got new ceilings and new trim, and that whole bathroom got painted because believe it or not, it was like 2 different colors, 2 different color whites and creams, and it was just a hot mess express. You probably couldn't really tell on camera, but it was. So I don't know, I might find a spot for that in there. You know how when you get something remodeled or redone, you think you want to put everything back in the same place that it was, but then everything, it almost looks like, some of y'all were so right, it almost looks like we are moving into a new house. Like it is so nice. And so anyway, yeah, I don't know. We'll see where that ends up going. But y'all, my best find of the day, in my personal opinion, I don't know, there's some good stuff here. I'm sorry if I'm very echoey. There's no furniture in here, so it's probably very echoey. But y'all, these, I have been looking for something like this at the thrift stores, mind you, for a long time. I kept going in Hobby Lobby and looking at these, and I keep telling myself, just wait, just wait. You don't have to have them right now. It's not necessary. And then when I saw this whole stack in the thrift store today, I could not believe I found 8 actually that match. I needed 6, but I found 8. So I got all 8. Let me show you. Okay, I think I'm just gonna hold up one to show you, but there is 8 of them. Well, let me just show y'all the whole stack first. So I found 8 matching 8 by 10 frames that are going to be perfect with my remodel, like for after my remodel. So I have been looking for beautiful 8 by 10 frames that all match. They're all the same color, that are like wood toned to kind of match the wood tone of my buffet, my hutch, my mantle, and all the things. And these were perfect, y'all. So it is just these 8 by 10 frames. There's nothing like probably to most of y'all that special about them. But the fact that I only paid $1.69 for each one of these, that's a steal to me, because I've priced these even half price or 40% off. What do they even do now at Hobby Lobby for frames? Maybe they still do 50% off frames, but even 50% off frames at Hobby Lobby, because I needed 6. For the ones I wanted kind of like this, I was still gonna pay close to $50, and that's half off. But since they had 8 of these, I went ahead and got all 8. So I want one for each one of the kids, and then maybe like a couple of family pictures with all of us or something like that. That's why I went ahead and did 8, since I only had 4 in my haul that matched, and they were black. So I just held off on buying 2 more black ones, and I'm so glad that I did. I want to take y'all to the haul and show you how good these are going to look against the wall that they've already painted. This wood against that color is going to look perfect. So yeah, I just got 8 of these. And like I said, they're perfect. And I could not believe it. You hardly ever find that many, all the same size and all the things. So let's just go over to any wall that they've already painted, just so you can kind of see. Well, actually, it's the same color as this, but let's go to one of the walls. Okay, the sun's coming in pretty hard over there, so I'm just gonna move y'all over here to this wall and just kind of give you an idea of why I'm so excited about this color of frame against this wall. Look how good the contrast of this frame looks. I'm trying to get that glare off against this wall paint. I am obsessed and I am in love. So I'll be able to have like a little family photo area, like little gallery wall of family portraits. But because I'm very funny about my frames, I want them all to match. Now I have 8 of the same. And I think I can honestly use like the Velcro command strips on these as well. I'm going to try to be very careful not to, you know, nail and screw a bunch of things in, because I like to move things around too much. So yeah. This little frame right here is another one of the things that I purchased. And I love the detail along the edge there. Try to get it where y'all can see it, because when anything has a glass and you try to film it, it wants to bounce off of that. But look at the detail on this. I think that this is just so pretty. It has almost like that aged silver look, and it's going to be really pretty, like sitting on a side table or anything like that. At first I thought it was painted, but I don't know. I don't think it is. The closer I look at it. On the back here, let's see, it's just, it was $1.69, and it's a 5x7 size. So I thought that that was great. So grab that. Not really sure where that's going to end up, but I love to just take and put little frames like that on like a side table or a mantle or anything like that. So yes, y'all, that is my Goodwill thrift haul for today. I am so excited for everything that I found, and I am more excited, and I am anxiously waiting to get back into my house. So hopefully very soon we will be back to decorating all of the things with some of these finds and showing y'all where I'm able to put them. So just stay tuned for next week to see what videos will be coming out. I don't know if we'll have like one more update video, just with a bunch of days combined, because a lot of the days kind of look the same. Like I know they've been here working all day long and doing all of the things, but to the visual eye, it's like, oh, well, really, what's the update? It didn't look like you've done much. I mean, it may take half a day to lay paper down and caulk a million things. So it doesn't really look like, to y'all, a lot of things have been done, but I know that they have. So I'm trying to just like get little clips of a bunch of things done on the end of each day, and then I'm just going to combine them all into one final update video, and then we'll do like move-in day. I'm so excited. Can y'all tell? Anyway, I gotta go. I have to head to a kid's baseball game now, and then come home and try to do some of that laundry that I talked about probably at 10 o'clock tonight. So anyway, we hope y'all have a wonderful evening. We love y'all, and I'll see you back here on Monday with a brand new video.